Namaste, Jai Bharat. The situation in Afghanistan is rather behind the curtain. Many things we do not know. One thing we know is that right now Afghanistan is completely blacked out. No connections, no internet, no news coming out, nothing. In the meantime, we see that Pakistan, now this becomes very, very, very clear and evident to even idiots that how Pakistan is sponsoring terrorism, abetting terrorism, facilitating terrorism, and sending terrorists to places of their wish with their own interests, which are very sad. We heard some time back, few days before, that Pakistan has shifted their terrorist bases from Pakistan occupied Kashmir to Afghanistan border. They have shifted from Pakistan occupied Kashmir to Afghanistan border. Why is this? Now, because they wanted to involve more in Afghanistan. And why Pakistan already has border problems with Afghanistan. They have problems with Baluchistan, and now they have problems in their occupied illegal Kashmir as well. Let me start from Kashmir. Kashmir, the people are have now taken to protesting against Pakistan. They do not want Pakistan's rule in Kashmir at all. Some of them, no one wants Pakistan to rule Kashmir, that's very clear. But some among them would like to be independent. That's they wanted to be independent, not Pakistan to rule. But some or many wish to be a part of the original Kashmir with Bharat. But someone even may be wanting to have, they want to take Jammu and Kashmir from Bharat and put them together and have a kind of separate nation. These are the three programs floating, out of which the Pakistan, those who wanted to have independence from either Kashmir, original Kashmir, real Kashmir, and Pakistan, their numbers is very few. And someone who wants to have both Kashmir together are also less. The majority of people in Kashmir wanted to be with Bharat. Maybe one of the reasons is that whatever they had been taught right from childhood, that the Hindus are going to do this to you, that to you, this to you, that to you, that fear does not hold anymore. They find it spurious, they find it false. They have been told lies. And Pakistan is an expert in telling lies, not only to the world but also to their own people, and continuously and very effectively, because they use religion in this business. So that those people, majority, they gradually start realizing, they see, at least they come, many of them, those who live near the borders, sometimes cross borders to come to the market of Kashmir, real Kashmir. So they have a one-to-one correspondence knowledge, direct knowledge about what's happening in Bharat. Previously, it was having a certain kind of norms, which is absolutely ridiculous kind of system. The Article 3, all those things. Now that's a part of Bharat, and how development comes there, how those people live in comfort. They don't live under strain, stress. The children normally go to school. They don't get paid for pelting stones at the security forces of Bharat. Those things are going on. There is peace. And largely, people in general would like to live comfortably in peace with their family, children, where the children can move freely, have education, and plan for their future. That is what ideally everyone wants, until someone is mentally sick, like the terrorists. Who were they? They're kind of sick people. Brainwashed sick people. They were made like that, programmed. So they see directly. So majority people in Pakistan occupied Kashmir wants to be part of original Kashmir. Naturally, then thus becoming a part of Bharat. They want the freedom, but uh, Bharat can't accept them without a pinch of salt. That's the truth. Because the kind of people, the kind of training they had, the kind of life they had been living under the Pakistan occupation is greatly one that of highest indiscipline. They don't keep accountability with anyone else. They don't practice discipline. It is kind of anarchic existence where might is mostly right. That's how that kind of people. So if you take this kind of people to Bharat, we will have problems. I'm very sure. Now, how to negotiate those problems becomes a big headache for the administration of our nation, and I don't know. That's one perspective. Another perspective is to let them be blending with their own people, who are people of Bharat, citizens of Bharat, and with the hope that with an interaction continuously with them, they can redeem or they possibly redeem themselves, which of course I don't believe that shall be an easy thing. The difficulty is there. Nonetheless, the people there wanted to be a part of Bharat. And then the terrorist outfits were there in the past, I mean, until very, very recent times. And then they were maintaining the tension with all kinds of things which we really don't know much about. Now, recently, Pakistan shifted the terrorist camps to Afghanistan border, especially to the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa area. And after their going, or along with their going itself, there were movements against Pakistan's illegal occupation of Kashmir within Pakistan occupied Kashmir. And Pakistan can't send army, don't send army to put bullets on them. What they did is they had some outfits there, uh, not that kind of terrorists, but the second second tier of the terrorists. They asked them to put bullets in them, and there many people are killed recently, and most of the news don't come out. So that thing is going on. Number one. Number two, Afghanistan. Pakistan had readied Afghanistan as a base against Bharat also. They're talking with Islamic Ummah and all the fine discussions. They wanted to use Afghanistan against Bharat. And with the present Taliban coming in, within a very short time, they had established relations with many nations, unlike the previous Taliban. And just one thing only Bharat asked Afghanistan, that do not let someone else use your land against us. And which Pakistan, within no time, agreed. And that puts a hole in the ambitions of Pakistan. Pakistan thought that getting Afghanistan on their side, they can put rifles on the shoulder of Afghanistan, fire at Bharat, which didn't work good. And in time, Afghan people always had a good relations with Bharat right from ancient times. The Afghanistan becomes friendly to Bharat because whenever they needed some help, we have already given. And then we got ourselves involved in many development programs of Afghanistan, like building dams, electricity, health sector, education, all those things. We helped them. And the relations become stronger. So Afghanistan totally refused to let their land be used by Pakistan against Bharat. And that's the second thing. Now, presently, America wants that airport which they claim to have constructed in Afghanistan. They want to use it for quite a few reasons. Because Pakistan had already literally given Baluchistan rare metals and minerals to America. Previously, they had given the same thing to China, saying that they come and take things, whatever you want, give us our share, that's all. And which did not work out for reasons we know. There was serious resistance on Baluchis. Now, Trump is a whimsical character, so Pakistan trapped Trump, offering this and we'll give. Only thing will help us. And you heard very recently that America is giving weapons gifting to Pakistan, not that Pakistan is buying, gifting, giving them free F-16s. And there's one thing which came in the news: weapons are given, other things are facilitated. So Pakistan has shifted their terror camps to Afghanistan border. They are getting equipped more with American weapons, and they plan for an attack on Afghanistan and letting America. Actually, they are not going to fight Afghanistan directly. They would facilitate. They will perform America's wishes in Afghanistan, which Afghanistan must be conscious about. These days, the Taliban people are not very literate. Many of them have requisite education. That's one thing. Then, Baluchistan is conscious about all those things. Baluchis don't want someone else to come and take their property. So Baluchis are resisting. Afghanistan themselves are resisting. And America is not going to fight Afghanistan directly, as I understand. America would make Pakistan fight, giving them tooth and nail and asking them to fight Afghanistan. The situation, how it will all emerge, no one knows. The final culprit, the end culprit in this entire operation is none other than Trump, who claims to have resolved the battle and conflicts, but actually he creates and facilitates conflict. He has his interest. His interest is only to improve the economy of America. That's why many people within America have some support to him. That he's trying to make his nation rich. Of course, that's obvious. And to that extent, one should not object. He's working for his nation. But the method he adopts is snatching from others and giving to my people at the cost of others, making one nation great, is a typical thing which Hitler had been doing. Hitler had explicitly stated, written in his autobiography, Mein Kampf, that when my people are starving, I'll go with guns and take away the property of neighbor and give it to my people, and that kind of thing. And Trump is not any different. So that's unethical, absolutely unethical. That's why Hitler is wrong, and that's why Trump is going to be wrong in history. So these things would never give peace. So, and Pakistan, I don't think is going to continue in this manner for a long time. They have to disintegrate if things goes like this. Baluch will fall off. The Khyber Pakhtunkhwa area, they are the same people like the people of Afghanistan. Only thing, there's a border that divides them. And actually, not clear border. These people go there and those people come here. That kind of relations also there. So they will either become independent or eventually join their own tribes who are in Afghanistan. So this is a possibility breaking. So the Pathans shall not accept the domination of Punjabis as they have not accepted in the past also. Baluchis were continuously used. I will not use the exploited, that's too decent a term for what happened in Baluchistan. They were used by Pakistani Punjabis for a long time. They don't want to get rid of Pakistan. So Pakistan is at the verge of disintegrating, and their rules, no one is accountable in that nation. All those who are in authority are not going to stay in Pakistan for a long time. The moment their authority is over and they find there is no option to come back again, somebody else is trying to replace him, these people are going to quit Pakistan and go to some foreign countries, and they live there because they already amassed sufficient wealth and deposited in some kind of places in whichever manner they do. So no one is left in Pakistan. All those affluent will leave, and the common people in Pakistan will suffer, and obvious anarchy, because these people are fundamentally indisciplined. Discipline, which I understand, is something which comes from within. That's not the case in Pakistani society. They're not disciplined from within. They are only whatever discipline we can expect in that society is when that thing gets forced upon them by some authority, and that authority is very dubious and spurious and delaying and dialing and not very clear. The situation is not that simple. in this area. And Trump wants to take advantage of this because they wanted that airport, which they claim to have built in Afghanistan. Possibly they must have built it one time. No, I don't think Afghanistan is going to give it back. So there shall be conflict, and not unlike in the past, the other nations in the world might not welcome America in Afghanistan with guns in their hands. We don't know what's going to happen. Anything is possible anytime, maybe at once and maybe at some time later. But it's not very promising. That part of the world is not very promising. Impending trouble for all, impending disturbances for all, impending miseries for the people. Let's hope that these things won't happen. Somewhere something would get amicably settled. And it really affects our nation, Bharat, in this way or that way, though not very directly, but then impacts one has to be braced to take such impacts, which will have problems with for us explicitly or implicitly. Not very promising scenario around. Let's hope things will turn out positive. We shall meet again. Namaste. Jai Bharat. Jai Sri Ram.